Alright. You still mad at me? Are we, like, good? Am I gonna die if I talk to you? Souls appraising the void gate with a scholarly eye. What a freaking moment, man.
I must admit, I am deathly curious to know how a void gate came to be hidden in the depths of these ruins.
Yeah, it's pretty far in here.
To tell that tale, we must first peer far to the south, and even further into memory.
Okay. Yeah, a little history lesson.
An age 5 millennia passed when the Algan Empire sent an invading force to the shores of Merasidia. The southern people rallied around the commanding figures of Bahamut and Tiamat and fought fiercely to repel the would-be conquerors.
Ooh. Oh, that looks
With
cool.
Bahamut's defeat, however, the tide turned against them. Desperate to
Right,
seize
yeah.
any advantage, the Mercidians resorted to summoning primal entities.
Okay. Oh, that
In
looks
response,
horrifying.
Emperor Zande forged a covenant with the Cloud of Darkness, sovereign among the all-devouring denizens of the Void.
I mean, we have fought back against that cloud.
By icons on one side and Void Scent on the other, the two armies clashed in a battle of unspeakable carnage. So much death, so much loss.
Never good. Never a good thing. Ever, ever, ever.
I consider myself well versed in that period of history, yet you speak as one who witnessed it happen.
Probably did. It's probably there.
Indeed, I did. I heard Tiamat's roar of defiance and sped toward that war-torn land. Along with my sibling, Ashdaya.
It's the first we heard of that one.
We dragons are not male or female as men are wont to classify, but elder sister is the closest a mortal tongue can come to describing what she meant to me.
Oh.
I was the last of our brood to hatch, and Ashdaya cared for me where my sire could not. Thus I was with her when Tiamat roared. I was with her when she journeyed south, and I was with her when she fought against the Void-sent hordes. Yet no matter how many of their vile fiends we cast down, more rose from the abyss to take their place. Faced with an unwinnable war of attrition, Ashdaya risked her all on a final gamble. She plunged through the Void Gate itself to strike at the root of their strength.
What a badass move, though. She
I
flew
tried to
right into
follow
the
in her
void.
wake,
Damn.
determined to lend what aid I could. But even as I came upon Alag's glittering tower, I saw the rift close
Kinda
behind her.
suck, man.
And Ashdaya has been lost to us ever since.
The dragons have, like,
I
lost
find
so
I
much,
must
man.
retract my earlier claim of historical knowledge. Nowhere in the Crystal Tower's archives did I see mention of such noble sacrifice.
I swear, like, if we get into the void area and we have to fight, like,
That
the
does
void
not
sent
surprise
version
me.
of that'd be
To
horrifying.
Allagan eyes, it must have seemed as if a lone dragon, driven to madness, simply dove through the gate and did not return. For my part, I spent long years searching for the means to reunite with Ashdaya. Until I could search no more. Until Alag was dust, and the art to open a void gate large enough to accommodate a dragon forever lost.
Yet you have the beginnings of a gate right here, under the control of a harnessed device.
So that's why he's holding
My
on to it.
discovery
Okay.
came before Radzatan was founded. Though I scoured the lands for a method to cross the rift, it was beneath the sea that I chanced to find a natural planar fissure. It was, however, far too narrow to admit a worm's bulk. Only after our city rose upon the rock, and I could enlist the aid of our talented alchemists, did matters take a favorable turn. Their dedication was beyond reproach. Tirelessly, they worked to expand the fissure, and after decades of toil, it finally grew to a size that a child might pass
Oh, is
through.
that the original reason why he made his, like... He made, like, his form as a child when he can... I forgot the term for it.
Not long ago, you told us that you called out to your kin, that Ashdaya's answer was silence. I suspect the conclusion to your tale is not a joyful one.
Did he actually find her?
With hope in my heart, I used the simulacrum to cross the threshold.
Okay.
But no, I did not find her. What I found was a host of void scent, clamoring around the opening they had sensed. 'Twas but a moment, but enough. I had no choice but to retreat and allow the portal to contract once more.
There's gotta be so much more we can do with that void area.
The gate was a threat to your people. You had to decide between endangering Razat-Han and abandoning your sister. And you chose the latter.
'Twas not that thy sibling scorned thy call. 'Twas that she was trapped beyond a barrier through which neither roar nor dragon may pass. Even now, in the desolate world of the 13th.
I can scarce imagine your pain, yet it was wise not to linger in that place. Too long a sojourn, and even a being of your power risks being warped into a creature of the void. You've seen this phenomenon before, when we stepped into the darkness.
Oh, we stepped into it alright. That was intense. I remember when Nero turned purple. He really did. That was intense, man.
Turned purple? Well, yes. His wounds had allowed the void's corruption to enter his
Exactly.
body and twist his ether.
See? That was entertaining time.
Had it been allowed to progress much longer, I presume he would have been fully transformed.
Then there is little hope for Ashdaya.
Ah, no. I hadn't meant to. I speak only of possibilities.
Man, I'm over here getting emotional over it as
The
the Reacher's
scales of the
sister.
first brood are extraordinarily resistant to ethereal fluctuations. They are the protective talisman's core components after all, and even the corruption I described would struggle to overcome. Of course. With the warding scale in one's possession, one could conceivably survive a stay in the 13th without being warped by its energies.
Oh. Interesting. So we can use those warding
Be
scales
that as
to
it may,
go
it is too
adventuring
late
there.
to rescue my sister. 5,000 years too late.
It's only 5,000 years, man. Like, she might be okay.
And now countless others look to me for guidance and protection. So when I sensed intruders in the ruins, I came only to ensure that the gate remained closed. That, and to secure the treasure, of course. I wish only to forget the rest.
We're absolutely gonna either find his sister in there safe, or more likely, find his sister in there, and it'll be like a void sent dragon, and it'll be a ridiculous fight. Either way, I'm excited for that. I'm like terrified to talk to your soul anymore because I think she's gonna try to murder me. So they managed not only to expand the fissure, but also manipulate it as one might a gate. Astonishing. Is there any chance I could learn more of how this feat was accomplished? I will tell you what I can. First, however, I must return to the High Crucible and arrange to replace the guardians you so handily destroyed. Whoops! It will not do to leave the gate undefended. Ah, my apologies. We were perhaps a touch zealous in our rush to uncover the vault's secrets. If the constructs can be repaired, we would be happy to offer our assistance. That will not be necessary. Much as I retain spare vessels for myself, we keep duplicate guardians on hand for such eventualities. In any case, we should return to Rodzenhan. After one cinematic, you basically had time to forget you're in an MMO. Right? Like, that's like one of the, honestly not one, probably the best part about Final Fantasy XIV is it's an RPG before being an MMO. Like, the story to this is so much fun, and they do such a good job. Like, just, it's just so good. Like, you really imagine you're not in an MMO when you're going through it. Right? Like, this game is just constant emotions. Whether it be terror, horniness, or, or sadness. Oh, man. Alright, we just going straight to Thavner? Yeah. I think so. Okay. Or not Thavner. Where are we going? I'm just gonna leave here and then see what happens. See where we go. Yeah, that was right. Okay. Let's go in. Okay, so we gotta go talk. It shouldn't be that much. Yeah, 215 gil. I can afford to. I keep knocking my microphone. I can afford 215 gil. Easy peasy. Bum ba da dum ba dum. Wrong way. Bunch of gear. Ooh, a new triple triad card. Hold on a sec. I wonder if they updated this list. I literally use a checklist online. Okay, I don't think they updated it yet. I'll figure that out later. But hell yeah, new triple triad card. I'm excited for that. Oh, this looks exactly the same as the one down there. Interesting. Okay, let's continue this story. I promise we will discuss the Void Gate further, but first I must attend to the matter of the Vault Sentinels. As your instruments have no doubt informed you, the Capiculu has been reduced to so much scrap. Please bring a new one out of storage and see that it is conveyed to its post along with some few lesser constructs. Was it tomb robbers? No, it was us, dude. Fiends born of the Tower of Zot? By the sisters, do not tell me a blasphemy is risen. It was random treasure hunters. Yeah. Oh my god, everybody's looking so awkward, like, whoops. Yeah. Our bad. His eyes are all shifty. This is great. Why such guilty faces? Surely it isn't you who are responsible for this? Yeah. Well, the details aren't important. I shall see it done immediately. Yeah, sorry about that. Whoopsies. Oops. And with that, the vault will soon be secure once more. Now, I believe you had questions. Quite a few, in fact, but I'd like to begin with the gate itself. It is still functional, yes? Indeed, which is why I saw it sealed with an alchemically forged lock and warded it with my magics. Such power must not fall into the wrong hands. In truth, the primary reason for the vault's construction was to keep the gate hidden from the outside world. So much effort for such a little door. That little door you speak of leads to an abyss teeming with unspeakable horrors. That said, in its current state, it would admit only the lowliest of void sent, and from this side, no man would be able to pass through. No man. I should think Alphino will fit, given a firm enough push. Physical size is only one consideration. The true restriction hinges upon the etheric destiny of the soul. And yet, you succeed in expanding this diminutive portal and sending your Simiclarium to 13th. Thanks to my brilliant alchemist, I should have destroyed the anomaly when I found it, but instead, I bade them devise a means to control it. This dude back here doing science. After much experimentation, they accomplished the impossible. A method was conceived by which my magics could manipulate the fissure and transform it into a serviceable gate. But the process has long since been forgotten. Once I had given up searching for Asdaya, there was no need to preserve such esoteric and dangerous things. Thus has the gate laid dormant. Our own passage to the 13th was made relatively simple thanks to the Crystal Tower. An ancient mechanism channeled the tower's vast stores of energy to open the Void Gate, one bound to a covenant made with the Cloud of Darkness. Once that sovereign entity was beaten back, however, the covenant was broken and the doorway severed from its connection to the Void. That was a cool fight. Theoretically, it should be possible to reconnect the gate by forging a new pact with another Void Scent, but such deals usually end in betrayal and death. In any case, we should attempt to gain an understanding of the Bounty Gate. Mayhap you could resume the search for your sister. As I've already explained, I put those futile hopes to rest centuries ago. My place and my duty is here now. I had meant to ask, what prompted you to search for the vaults in the first place? Money! Money. It's all Stephen's idea. Am I just going to be all about throwing everybody else under the bus? Yes, I am. It's totally all Sidney's idea. I had no part of it. As I recall, 'twas you who was chasing tales of undersea ruins. Psh, no. Well, as you have seen, the fabulous wealth from the stories is quite real, if not its rumored origin, but I'm afraid I must assert a prior claim. I've been adding to that trove for years, little by little. But the time has come to spend it, that I might alleviate my people's suffering. Oh, hell yeah. Then we are of one mind. We had no intention of taking it for ourselves. Isn't that right, my friend? Oh, yeah. It's better to help people with it. As much as I love treasure and, getting gil in this game, it's better to help people, because a lot of people need it. Your Excellency, would you object if I were to conduct a closer examination of the gate? I will make no attempt to open it, of course. I owe you and yours a debt that can never be repaid. Whatever boon you ask of me, you shall have it. You are most gracious. I shall take full advantage of your permission. Would that I could join thee in thy study, but the Loperites will be anxious to receive my report. I beg my leave of you. What if Y'shtola, and I must be off to Charlene as well, what if Y'shtola becomes like a Void Mage? That'd be sick. This crowd was eager to speak with you about that request. Oh, that's right. To Annex. I'm assuming Kryle's going to talk to us about the Alliance raid, and that's going to start that quest line. But I'm not 100% sure. We can discuss my findings once I return. You'll not be rid of me so easily. She's staring at me, and she's like, yeah, I'm going to freaking murder the shit out of you. I'm going to die. Like, it's going to happen. This dude's still doing science. You may now undertake the Chronicles of a New Era quest series, Myths of the Realm. Speak with a fresh-faced student at the Baldesian Annex to accept the first quest. Oh, okay. So like a separate quest line? The difficult part in all this will be deciding how best to put these riches to use. Will you lend me your assistance in these deliberations? Hell yeah. I'm good at spending money. Anything to make up for the constructs. I actually do really feel bad now. Then think of your employment as recompense. Serve me as guest advisors, and I will consider the broken contracts paid for in full. Hell yeah. Kreeluk and I are in this together. I will follow his example. My boy! My boy! Stinian's always got my back. There's so many people here. I love it. Cutscene time? Meanwhile, elsewhere. Dun dun dun. That looks awesome. Is this in the Void? And this is the dude we initially saw, right? I swear, yo, is that Xenos? I swear to God. I swear to God if that's Xenos. I honestly keep getting really excited because I want him to come back. I doubt it will happen, but like, I just want to fight him again. The fight with him was so cool. I doubt it's him though. This is some like Void secret ridiculousness right now. But it kind of looks like it might be him though. We see your face. No, you're gonna hide your face, aren't you? Absolutely hide your face. That armor looks sick. Throne of Earth. I ascend the breaching of a gate, but it was not instigated from the side. It was thrown open. Something, something. I, too, felt it. A rare occurrence, yes, but such a tiny portal is beneath our notice. There are more pressing matters at hand. An opportunity is upon us, the coming of which we have waited for nigh on 10,000 years. We dare not let it slip our grasp. What are these things, man? It's like one of each element. Yet we must not underestimate he who bested the cloud of darkness. Even restrained by a covenant, the cloud was no feeble wisp to be dispersed by some flesh and blood mortal. He's just camera shy, he really is. Ah, then let him come. I will drown the world and watch this fleshling gasp for his breath in his final moments. I can breathe underwater, bro. What up? Fine. Water's nothing. Knight in black, your zeal is admirable. Something. Think back on our struggles beneath the sunless sky. Remember why we cede, not our will to fight. Alright, so it's not Xenos. 'Tis time we set the war in motion and win redemption for the star. That helmet looks cool. That helmet looks really cool. Alright. I mean, we got some plot going on. Sharing the wealth. I got food. Sean wishes to discuss the distribution of the treasure. Shall we begin? If we are to spend the treasure wisely, then we must first determine which groups would benefit most from the monetary assistance. Some of my citizens may find it intimidating to speak with the Satrap directly, so I would ask that you act in my stead. You got it. We'll go talk to him, see what's up. Feel like you're to visit Akialia and Yaldlamad. Speak with Matsuya and his people and listen to their grievances. Alright, sounds good. If I enjoy your dog walking. Standing, and I bid you do the same at Polaka's stand. I'll be conducting my own inquiries at the Giant Skull grounds. Once you believe you have ascertained the needs of the populace, we can reconvene at Megaduta. Alright, let's go. Okay. Let's go all the way down here. It's gonna fast travel. I know it costs cash money, but it's fine. It's also raining outside here. I love flying on like golden stuff. Just has all these sparkles everywhere. It's super gaudy. Alright, Macho, what up, dude? Alright, what do you guys need help with? Oh, real look. I was so glad to see you had returned unharmed. You're finished with the boat, then? Yep. We didn't do anything bad. We didn't break things that we weren't supposed to break. Anything the village desperately needs. Well, I suppose Kalzal's loss hit us the hardest. I've been trying to find buyers for my fish, but I swear if I gotta sell your fish, dude, I'm not selling your fish again. But although I sell a few here and there, it is much more difficult than it was before. Everyone's still struggling to rebuild their lives. For now, we're just banding together best we can. Dope. Okay, where to now? Back over there. I'm just gonna fly. It's not that far, so hop on Wrath loose. Let's see what everybody needs help-wise. Yedlamad. Yeah, I'll talk to here. The junk manga. What's up, friend? Greetings and welcome, traveler. If this is your first visit to Thavner, then you must try my special Amrelasi. Its refreshing zest cannot be beat. I forgot I can move these. What could such a wonder cost, you wonder? Normally, I part with 3 bottles for the generous price of 19,800 gil. But for you, I'm willing to go as low as an even 10,000. You'd be practically stealing from me. No, you're stealing from me, dude. Stealing. At that price, you're the only thief around here. I am not stealing. Still not turning a profit these days. Go with that. Times are harsh, my friend. The world may no longer be on fire, but we are still sifting through the ashes, so to speak. Sisters, spare me. We might as well have that ugly tower back for the scant few travelers we see these days. I myself barely have the coin to buy at local prices, I tell you. Oh, I tell you, if I didn't charge the odd adventurer a small fortune for afternoon tea, I'd be scavenging for scraps in the street. You feel bad for him. Like, I'm not spending $10,000 on tea. Like, that's ridiculous. Okay, what's your dealio, friendo? How fares the port? Well, it's in shambles, isn't it? The trade routes are open once more now that the danger has passed, certainly. But no small number of merchants... Oh, accidentally clicked, sorry. Adds that the sales we lost in final days, and it's little wonder the flow of exports is no more than a pitiful trickle. If Kalzal and his consortium were still with us, I'm sure he'd have found a way to turn our fortunes around. Now that was a man who got things done. God's rest his soul. You've spoken with key local figures and gained an understanding of the populace's hardship. Shana Wikshu, hell yeah. Alright, let's go turn in our results. Back to Ratatan. Righty. Okay, where am I going to talk to you? All the way over there. Okay, that's... Yeah, I can use the Ethernet. Every time I say Ethernet, I always just say Ethernet. And I'm like, yeah, we're all connected by Ethernet cables in this game. Still love it. I love seeing all the people doing this. It's so much fun. Alright, Rashawn, we're back. Or Vitra, we're back. Ah, my advisor's return. I've just made it back myself. Why do you retain this vessel now that your true form is known? You could have flown across the island in a fraction of the time. Be that as it may, the sight of a massive creature descending from the sky can be startling, to say the least. And there are few places I can enter comfortably without the risk of flattening some cart or stall. It does make more sense just, you know, chill as they're that kid thing. Fair enough. Oh, I keep doing that as my priorities on the people. Okay, so we talk to people. They're surviving. Resources were stretched to the limit when refugees were pouring in, but they preserved with some assistance from Yedlamad. From what I understand, they have always been an independent community, hunters and foragers and the like, and I was assured that the jungle provides for their needs, for the most part. Palaka's stand has weathered the disaster better than most, it seems. I myself heard good news and bad. The quarrymen were cautiously optimistic, having just sold a full wagon of giant skull to a foreign trader. But such visitors are few and far between. Compared to our best years, the weight of stone leaving Thavner has been light indeed. Our nation is small and isolated, its prosperity dependent on a steady stream of exports. We must identify any obstacles to the flow of trade so we may begin working to remove them. Tell me, what did you learn in Akyali and Yedlamad? People need help, dude. They need money. Nobody's buying anything. I see. Without a dedicated buyer, the average fisherman must struggle to offload. That was quick. So I believe we should first address the lack of ships and shortage of able-bodied sailors in Yedlamad. I am reminded of a child I spied as I made my way back to the palace. His father lost at sea when the beast sunk their vessel. Oh, rip. Sorry, kid. So many variations of the same tragic tale repeated over and over. So many have lost. Yeah. That does suck, man. And this poor kid. Well, we'll help them out, though. We'll get everything figured out. Enough grief to drown in if we let ourselves be overcome, but we will not. Exactly. Real Castinian, I will consider the perspectives you've brought me and devise a plan to help my people confront this adversity. Did it again, I'm sorry. Ugh. I'm not going to touch my mouse anymore forever. It's done. No more mouse. Now we see actual Vitra.
I thank you for your attendance. The riches the Radiant Host have retrieved were hoarded in Al-Zadal's name. A fortune I set aside for a future day of need. And lo, that day hath come. May it aid our wounded city in reclaiming its vibrancy and vigor.
Everybody's got such cool armor here.
In better times, I would leave such a task to our capable Ahawan. God's rest his soul. Finding myself bereft of his counsel in the here and now, I will assume the responsibilities of mine office directly. Firstly, the treasure shall be sold for more convenient currency.
Makes sense.
Thence, invested into the trading port of Yedlamad. Our merchants must have their operations restored, their ships rebuilt. Commerce must flow once more. None were spared the tragedy of the final days. Of this, I am well aware.
The feature's so cool.
But an absence was created by the loss of Kalzal's consortium. And by filling it, we provide new means for our fishermen, our artisans, and others to bring their wares to distant markets.
I thought everybody's got like the same color
And
scheme
what
with
of
their
the
armor.
children who were left without family to care for them?
That is a concern which weigheth heavily upon my mind. A simple gift of coin will soon be exhausted, leaving these young souls adrift on the fringes of our society.
You gotta get them like, you know, a safe place to like live and be taken care
A
of.
proper solution is needed, one which doth guarantee their welfare for years to come. Thou hast surely seen how other nations rise to meet this challenge, adventurer. What dost thou deem the wisest course?
Gotta find somewhere for. Oh, what if we use the? Can we utilize the orphanage in Vania? Yeah, there we go. Orphanage was funded through trade in highly good. Taxes levi them on trade profits in exchange for your vessel. No, I think that they need like a good place to feel safe and like feel like they're at home. So let's do yeah, let's get that situated.
Of course, we can draw on trading profits to build a new institution.
Exactly.
Let us put this idea into practice. A contract shall be written, requiring all who receive of Al-Zadal's treasure to commit a portion of their future earnings towards the running of an orphanage.
Makes sense. Have like a little tax situation going on. Understandable.
Now, such an influential policy is deserving of a worthy name.
Something with Khazal seems appropriate. Honor among your most successful merchants. Oh, let's go Khazal. Something like Khazal seems the best.
A fitting candidate. Kalzal should be remembered, not as the blasphemy which terrorized Thavnair, but as a hard-working and generous man who brought much wealth to our shores. Do any among you object to this proposition? Many here lost loved ones to the beasts.
I think that is a perfect name.
In that time of strife, any one of us could have broken. Any one of us may have been taken by despair. When I think of Kalzal, I feel no hatred. Only a stinging regret that we could not save him as well. Isn't that right, men?
This bodes well for that boy. Mirad, was it? Perhaps he can cut ties with that shady peddler.
Hopefully. His skill set would do well to, you know, help out the orphanage and stuff.
Then
Skill
let
set.
it be done.
Being all creepy and stalkery.
Henceforth, this initiative shall be known as the
Khazal
Kalzal
Foundation. That's awesome. Man, look at this. We're helping out kids.
Now,
Got an orphanage going on.
thou art to assemble a patrol and ensure that no child in this city liveth in squalor.
That's really awesome. I like that. Gotta take care of the kids.
Clerks, see to the management of our funds and make haste. Our citizens must not suffer a day more than is necessary.
Dragon and man, side by side in pursuit of a brighter morrow. Reminded of Ishgard.
Hell yeah. What are we getting snacky wise? You know what? Let's go with the cash monies. I'm good with the salads I got before. So many people. Veteran Radiant. What's up, dude? Veteran Radiant wishes to share his gratitude. Thank you for putting forth Kalzal's name. Those whose lives he enriched will take comfort in seeing his legacy honored. You will forgive me for not speaking sooner, but I bear a message from Archon Yustola. She asks that you meet her at the High Crucible at your earliest convenience. I'm gonna get murdered. I'm gonna die. Understood. Thank you. This is my time. Yustola must have finished her study of the Void Gate. Shall we hear what she has to say then? That was quick. I will go with you. Oh, hell yeah. Get Vitra to come along with us. Just gonna hang out and chill a bit. Love it. I thought the Satrap would be too busy setting up the foundation. My clerks have been well-oiled cogs of this administration since before Awan assumed the office. They understand what needs to be done. And I'm curious to learn what conclusions your Archon has reached concerning the gate's unique construction. She is a genius, so we'll see what she figured out. As you wish. Allow me to lead the way, Your Excellency. Stinian's so nice. I did not have the cap on there. I went to turn it. Ugh, my brain. Oh, I left my... I couldn't find a pen, so I had to use like a Sharpie pen. I totally forgot to put the cap on. Alright, the High Crucible of Alchemy. Where? Oh, that's right in here. Okay, never mind. That's all the way on the other side, though. Let me just fast travel to there. Or not fast travel, but, wait. Yeah, there it is. I am not good with directions. I am absolutely directionally challenged. There. Ethernet Plaza. Let's go talk to our girl Yustola. Bum bum ba-dum. Jumpies. I'm glad that we're spending more time in Radzahan, because I love the design for this city, but I really never leave this market area, because I'm always here buying stuff, or like getting new weapons and armor and whatnot, but I never really leave there to go explore. Alright, what's up, Yustola? Are you gonna murder me or not? Please don't murder me. I need to live. Voice acted part.
Right,
Yes.
here we all are.
Good, good, good. Alright, what's the plan?
You discovered something new.
I took a closer look at that device. I was able to determine how it keeps the Void Gate sealed, but not how it might instead be employed to expand the opening.
Okay.
For that, I would need to reference the technique developed by Vitra's alchemists, no records of which appear to have survived the intervening years.
But you did find some way.
We know this, so why have you sent for us? Have you learned aught of value or not?
Stinian's like, get to the point, bro. Oh, she hasn't?
Patience, good sir. One must introduce the subject before launching into specifics.
Of course.
From what we understand, travel between worlds is accomplished by passing through the nebulous rift which exists between them. Picture, if you will, the moment you were called to the first.
What specifics for that moment?
You touched a focus of some kind to help the Exarch pinpoint
That's
your
right,
location.
yeah.
His summoning spell then channeled the energies of the Crystal Tower to begin your journey to his world.
That's right, okay.
The magics tore a hole in the wall separating source and shard, and cast you into the intervening nothingness. In that place, the laws of nature hold no sway.
I just don't see like people's faces in those. That's cool. Didn't get to see
Yet
like who
even
it was.
through this realm of temporal and spatial instability, you were borne safely to your destination in the first. The feat that guided you across such an unimaginable distance, both physical and metaphorical, was nothing short of a miracle.
Then what of the many Voidsent found in the source? Who guides them here, and how?
An excellent question. Though there are several methods by which the Void's denizens might intrude upon our world, the rituals of summoning are the most typical.
So you're saying we could summon his
For
sister
example,
dragon?
let us consider the Gargoyle, a creature of middling power.
We learned in science today, friends. Science?
To call upon such an entity, the prospective summoner must force open a void gate. The portal lasts but a moment and is relatively small, allowing only an imp or other lesser being to squeeze through with their physical body intact.
So I really want a void mage. Just have like a little imp, like a warlock from WoW. My go-to class in WoW.
Our more powerful gargoyle, however, is too large for that. Creating a gate big enough for him would require vast amounts of energy, far beyond the reserves of any one mortal practitioner.
Would we be able to use the void arc at all? I don't know if that'd be a doable thing. Why'd you drop your
Instead, 'tis far
swords?
more
Oh,
common
died.
to bring
Perfect.
over only the
Oh,
energy
that makes
soul.
sense. Yeah.
We had a taste of that ourselves when a certain exarch
Makes
dragged
sense,
us
makes
to
sense.
the first.
It's like they just keep walking on, not caring that
And
their
just
other
as our
dude's
bodies
soul is
remained
just
in
gone.
our world, the Void Sense physical form is left behind in the 13th.
Oh, that's why the statues. Okay.
Once at its destination, the summoned soul is granted a temporary shell to inhabit. In the gargoyle's case, a stone effigy has proven a suitable vessel.
It is really cool, like, having the whole explanation on this. Like, I'm actually, like, really focused on it. Like, what are we learning? It's good to learn stuff.
Wait. You said that Voidsent must be called here deliberately by someone in the source, reeled in, like a fisherman with his catch.
It's a good way to look at it.
Exactly. For a being to navigate the chaos of the rift, with or without form, there must needs be a guiding agent on the other side.
When the hordes poured forth from Alag's Great Gate, It was the technologists who drew them through. Though to my knowledge, planar fissures are in essence natural passages between our world and the void, which require no such guidance to traverse. Why is only the boundary between the source and the 13th so fragile? So much so that it often tears open of its own accord.
I believe solving that mystery is key to understanding travel between the source and its reflections.
And how do you intend to get your answers?
No. The danger is too great.
You're contemplating it, though.
Perhaps. But what some call danger, others think of as adventure.
That's right. Danger equals adventure. Hell yeah.
Were you not listening to my tale? Never mind that the means to expand the gate has been lost to the ages. Even could you force the portal wide enough, you would be greeted by an army of murderous horrors the very instant you step through.
Good. I could take them on. Easy peasy. Maybe even learn how to
I assure you
become
I
a
was
void
most
mage.
attentive. And I agree that to go alone would be certain death.
I will keep hoping for that one day.
But if I were to bring along one who has already braved the 13th and humbled the cloud of darkness, well, I imagine my chances would be much improved.
Is you still asking me out on a date to go into the void? Hell yeah. Count me. I'm not even gonna be sarcastic about it. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go.
I had a feeling you might say that.
Oh.
Once again, I put my life in your ever-reliable hands.
Aw. I got you.
That said, as much as I would like to march straight back to the Void Gate, there is the small matter of being unable to open it without the Satrap's personal authority.
She's like side-eyeing him.
As I've said before, I will grant you and yours any boon you choose to name, provided it does not endanger my people.
Bro, you know how strong we are. We can handle
You
it.
have my word that we will take every precaution. Not a single void scent will be allowed to threaten Radzatan, assuming we manage to expand the portal in the first place.
You have a plan.
Actually, I had hoped you might help us with that. I presume the alchemists you retained supplied you with some explanation of their methodology.
That they did. House Daymir was overseeing the project.
Daymir. Ah, yes. The family associated with the great work.
I did not fully comprehend the theory, but their research began with a void scent which had slipped through the fissure. After a thorough examination, they created an arcane simulacrum possessed of similar qualities. A man-made void scent, if you will. It was apparently indispensable in their efforts to enlarge the gate.
A man-made void scent.
How can you even do that? I am enthralled and curious.
Yes. Being great admirers of the Archons, House Daymir submitted detailed notes to Charlene's official committee. They expected praise and accolades for their simulacrum, and were thus devastated to be informed that their work had been classified as prohibited material.
That sucks. They put so much effort into it.
If that's true, then those notes might still be stored in a forbidden archive somewhere. Not Google, of course, since that library had yet to be built. Which leaves us with...
Don't ask me. I don't know. My brain's not knowledgeable. Oh, that's right. The one in Charlene. Rod's favorite place to sneak around.
Indeed. Numenon's restricted stacks may very well hold a copy.
Numenon.
In which case, I say we head directly to Charlian.
Hell yeah, let's go beat up some books. I always love that it's always like the fist in the hand motion, even when trying to find books.
Unless you anticipate needing help to reach the high shelves. See myself being of little use.
Ah, the
Go on
short
ahead.
jokes.
I still
Dick
need
move.
to find Mirad and tell him about the Kalzal Foundation.
Let us be on our way as well.
They are resolved to venture into the void. Do I sit idly by?
Oh man, you know that you still believe deep down that you could save your sister. We will totally help you. Because we just want to explore the void. Because why not adventure into the void? Alright, let's go Charlian. Aww. Speak with your soul at Charlian's Aetherate Plaza and have her accompany you. That's adorable. We're gonna go for a walk together. Oh my god. Right, Stola, what up? If we're to enter Numenon's restricted archives with a minimum of fuss, then we must secure the permission of the Forum. First, however, we shall need to enlist the cooperation of a member to broach the matter on our behalf. Who do you think might be inclined to assist us? Alpha, no one else say his dad. He owes us so much stuff, and no one springs to mind. What if Scholar Montechusher? I can never pronounce that dude's name. Oh, I know what you're talking about. He had to come to Graha's defense during the inquiry, after all. 'Tis settled. Let us head to Phenomenon and see if he's willing to help us once more. Stoll is now accompanying you. Keep her at your side in order to pursue quest objectives. You can leave Stoll behind. Hell no. We're gonna go on an adventure. What's up, girl? Okay. Actually, where the hell are we going? Over there. Okay. Yeah, go on a nice walk. Me, Y'shtola, and Tonberry. A trio of the ages. So out of all the cities, I'd say Charlian is the most like chill. Like with that music playing, and especially at night, like it's just very calming. Are there any spots we can like talk, or it's just? If I was pressed to name our allies in the forum, Scholar Monster, hopefully agrees to this whatever request. Got it. I was hoping there would be like whatchamacallit, unless I went like the wrong way. Maybe I was supposed to go that way. I was probably supposed to go that way. Yeah, cause that's definitely not the way to go. I got lost. Hold on. Let's just teleport back. I 100% went the wrong way. I think now they actually teleport with you. So you don't have to like restart it over like you used to. Yeah, alright, we're good. Oh, that makes it so much easier. Okay, we're probably supposed to go this way. Because we go this way and then it's a straight road up there. Again, I am horrible with directions. Like, really bad. I could have just, you know, used the Aetherite to go up there, but why not go on a walk with Best Girl Y'shtola? Gorgio. I think that this dude wanted to name themselves Gorgeous. There's like wanted to make it fancy. So Gorgio. Gorgio. Spicy rigatoni. Spicy rigatoni. That's super spicy. I love that name. So many people have really cool names in this game, like I'm always one, I could never make like a funny name like that as my main character. Because I always I always just, like, see myself as... I always try to, like, put myself partly into my character. Oh, welcome back. Oh, that's awesome. You got a phone call from an old friend? That's really cool. I'm glad that went well. Welcome back. Discuss the studium. I apprenticed to Master Matoya at the age of 7 and labored under her tutelage for a full decade. I never had the chance to attend the studium. Neither did Thancred, as I recall. Soon after Master Louisoix took him in off the streets, he was put in the care of another Archon. He was a rigorous and practical education in the arts of espionage and survival. That's some H2O. I sometimes wonder what my life might have been like had I pursued studies here instead. Take the last stand after a day of lectures. Should I wonder what? Take the last stand after a day of lectures. I like that. Corpse dancer? There's a title of corpse dancer. Oh, that does sound lovely. Afternoon with friends, spent sipping tea and debating theories. That actually does sound really chill. Still, I wouldn't give up my time with Master Matoya for the world. The dank cave I studied in was about as far from the bright areoles of academia as one could get, but it was wondrous, magical childhood nonetheless. Aw, it's awesome that she enjoyed it so much. Oh, that's right, the talking... Oh, so the talking spots are marked with this. Is it a different... No, it's just the same conversation. What would this be? Should I wonder as well? Never mind me. Oh, no, that's rude. Okay. Never want to do that. Alright, so no more discussion. I'm glad that I could, like, go back and do it just to see what the other response would be. Friswell. I have a lot of... What's the way to go? I have a lot of quests around here still. Whoop, wrong way. I have a lot of quests around here still that I have to do. There's just so many quests in this game altogether. Alright, back to school, back to school. Montessor. Ah, visitors, and quite esteemed ones at that. What may I do for you? Pray forgive the intrusion, Scholar, but we were hoping you might help us secure permission to enter Numenon's restricted archives. Oh. Oh ho! No furtive for I missed that so bad. I applaud this newfound sense of propriety, yet in all this wide world of comparative serenity, what so compels you to disturb a vault of forbidden wisdom? Money. Or actually adventuring into the void, because we're crazy. Fascinating, I had no idea such a technique existed. I would have been surprised if you had. If my assumption is correct, the research left behind by House de Myers has lain dormant in Charlene's archives for many centuries. And if you unearth this research, what then? Surely you don't intend to cross over into the void. Oh, we totally do. That is, in fact, precisely what we wanted. To what end, pray tell? To develop a method of traversing the rift, for one, that I might keep my word to a distant friend. Aw. You're such a bro. Sentiment aside, I've journeyed to the end of existence. I have heard, felt, and thought endlessly about the truth of our world and the echo of its future, and yet I want to understand everything, to unravel it all down to its very last secret. What scholar worthy of the name wouldn't force open a void gate or two if a grand revelation was the promised reward? Yeah? Ha ha ha, marvelous! An audacious proposal worthy of Master Matoya herself. And after hearing the whys and the wherefores, I for one do not believe you would use the knowledge for ill. I see no reason not to present your request to the forum's consideration. Or for the forum's consideration. Although your petition would be better received if you also had the support of another well-placed acquaintance. Do we have to go talk to Alphino's dad? Awkward conversation. Master Fortune, yep. Can hardly ignore an earnest request from his dear children's most treasured comrades. Fair, he's actually a good dad now. I was hesitant to approach him directly, but there's no denying that having Master Fortune on our side would tip the balance in our favor. Very well, we'll pay a visit to Levelar Estate and plead our case. Fortunal. Is it Fortunault? Fortunault. Right. One last thing before you go, I would consider a personal favor if you might share with me the discoveries you make in the void. You got it, dude. My appetite for knowledge is every bit as insatiable as yours, I'd wager. So if you could see your way to indulging an old man's curiosity, got you. We will share our knowledge. Of course, Scholar, we'll be sure to pass on any revelations. Alright. Man, this is I wasn't expecting this whole thing with the void. I love it. Oh my god, is your soul still with me? Oh hell yeah, she is. Alright, cool. We're gonna continue our date. I mean walk. Yeah. Walk. Not a date. Excuse me. I'm half expecting her to like backstab me though for that earlier comment. I'm waiting for it to happen. We're going to level our stay. Is there a spot to talk or no? There isn't. Since there isn't a spot to talk, I'm probably just gonna fast travel over there. Because there's like no talking areas, so I can't really get anything in extra. Just like we already walked before, so I think we're good. I'm very glad that they added that where you can actually fast travel with like fast travel people. Instead of having to walk all the way. What's up, Butler? Ah, Master Riolik, Mr. Shistola, how may I be of service? I've come to speak with Master Fortunal. Is he home by any chance? Yes, the Master is in residence. I shall inform him that he has guests. I wonder if Alphino and Alice are here. They might be. Maybe I'll actually... We haven't seen them yet, which is surprising. They're the only two we haven't seen. Oh, what up, dude? Well, Amelance would invite you inside for tea, but I assume this is not a social visit. You have some matter of import to discuss. Then pray proceed. You have my full attention. It's cool that he's, like, actually, like, chill with us now. It's a nice change of pace. But yeah, dude, we want to open a void gate and, like, go inside and explore. It'll be very fun. It'll be worth it. Promise. Well, I suppose I should praise you for following the proper protocols this time around. Hey, we're trying, dude. We're trying. Skalak Montechang expressed much the same sentiment. I assure you, will not attempt to circumvent the form's authority again. Unless it's absolutely necessary, of course. Of course. He's still so like, eh. You do understand that the restricted archives are restricted for good reason, yes? If no pressing need exists, then why risk the consequences of employing this forbidden knowledge? For knowledge. Just to learn, dude. For a brother who misses his sister. She was his guardian and his friend. A selfless hero who crossed the rift between worlds to save her homeland from horror and suffering. Well, but the brother has given up on thoughts of reunion. He spends his efforts elsewhere, watching over a people, yet healing from the flames of the final days. Loyal to his duty while betraying the longing in his heart. Oh. See, Y'shtola does care about people. A lot. It's no vital mission, perhaps reuniting these siblings, but it feels a worthy cause to pursue. As one who feared losing his own loved ones and spent years in research to prevent it, surely you appreciate how painful such a separation must be. Ooh, tugging at his heartstrings. Damn, Y'shtola's good. Reflections are still very much a mystery to us. Offering to share your experiences in the first should constitute a fair exchange for our cooperation. Makes sense, I love it. Do not celebrate just yet. The forum must still be convinced. I will add your request to the list of today's deliberations and deliver the decision to you at the Baldesian Annex. Where's the Baldesian Annex? Oh, all the way down there. Okay. Yeah, no talking spots, so I'm just gonna fast travel again. Wait. What am I doing? I'm a fool. I can save 100 gil by just walking here first. Whoopsies. There we go. Oh, wait, I can just travel here. What am I doing? Redonkulousness is... Alright, so do we have to still speak with her? Oh, easy peasy. Sup, girl? I'll gladly speak with her. Matter is out of our hands. All that remains is to return to the annex and wait word of the forum's decision. Which is where we are. Let's go, like, inside. Oh, here we go. Okay. That makes much more sense to talk to her in here. I love that Y'shtola is getting so much focus this part. Like, I really hope she's a major player in the next expansion. Like, she hasn't really had a chance to have much focus on her yet. What's up, dudes? So what did the forum decide? To put it bluntly, Master Matoya has burned some bridges here in Charlian, and salted the earth for good measure. When it became clear they were certain it was the petitioner in question, well, no few members voiced their discontent. Well, screw them. They suck. Then the chamber was reminded, in no uncertain terms I might add, of the incredible debt we owe to you and your companions. Yeah, everybody would be dead without us, so... What up? Let us read some books. Aww, he backed us up. That served to silence the grumbles and stiffen a few spines, and it was agreed that allowing you entry to archives was the least we could do in return. All of their dad has our back. That is wonderful news. Thank you both for speaking on our behalf. Yes, well, as I am sure you are aware, this permission was not extended lightly. Forbidden knowledge is to be treated with the utmost caution, and there will be repercussions if it is not. I wish you well in your endeavor and bid you good day. Hopefully we do not screw this up and, like, unleash void hell upon the world. That would suck. Ever the same, that's one. Uncompromising. Aye, but that very stoicism is exactly what Charlian needed to guide it through not one, but two exoduses. Fair, he did his job well. Give him that. He was a dick for a while, but he's cool now. All balances out. Oh. I'm like looking everywhere else besides right next to me. That went rather well, I think. As a child, I dreamed up any number of schemes for getting my hands on those forbidden tomes. And now I can simply walk in through the door. All that took was going to the edge of the universe and saving everything. Our focus will be on finding House Damer's research notes, of course, but the thought of so much knowledge at my disposal has me feeling a little giddy. Fair. Monster Charm. Ooh. Aw, 9. Wish that was 10. Monster is waiting for you to offer your further instructions. Hell yeah, let's go. You'll be heading directly to archives from here, I presume. You presume correctly. Then you'll want to speak with the index page when you arrive. It's been instructed to grant you access to the restricted section. Excellent. Once again, we thank you for all your help. Oh, it was my pleasure, believe me. May you find the knowledge you seek. Hell yeah, let's look up some knowledge, shall we? Oh, obviously, let's go. Oh, you still has to copy me again. Going on another adventure. Oh, we get to talk out front of it? Hell yeah, dude. Alright, let's go. This entire expansion has basically just become a date with Y'shtola simulator. And I'm here for it. I approve. It's very, very quality time. Quality patch so far. It's called an expansion. Quality patch. Somebody's a fan of Ruby. And Pudding Way. Dude, Pudding Way is just the best. Like, I love this dude so much. My man deserves all the pudding in the world. Okay. Oh, we have to talk inside. Yo. Right. What up, girl? Discussing Numenon. Dope. If I had known of Alzadal 3's exploits sooner, I could well have saved myself days of research. Even a children's book might have pointed me in the right direction. To achieve the impossible, one must needs be flexible of mind and look beyond conventional wisdom. A lesson I had already learned, but clearly not taken to heart. Fair. It happens, dude. That's what I talk about. Come along, Nook. Yes. The knowledge does await us. This is a very long... there's like a lot main story quest wise. Like, this is a very, very long time. Our crying is strong, for you. Follow me if you would. Watch your step, and please note that the use of naked flames is discouraged. I don't know what I'm speaking, but it's just like... That's what I'm trying to get to. Like... Oh, what up? Look at us. Walking in with a purpose. Those are interesting bookcases. Some good music, too. Alright. I love these little dudes. I love them so much. Yeah, this music is great.
If House Damir's notes are to be found anywhere, it will be here. Let us begin.
Alright, let's do it. Let's look for some books. Time to spend the time in the library. Well, I love them. They're so good. So cool. Okay. So we just like... Yeah, gotta just check these bookies. Boogers. Interacting with the boogers. Today in a world not my own, I met the most beautiful void-born creature. She was one like her ravenous brethren. Eyes blazing not with hunger, but trembling, like a candle's flame threatening to flicker out at any moment. I wonder if she is even the proper word. Such distinctions seem inconsequential, insignificant even. All that matters is the love I feel for this exquisite, transcendent being. Aw. Though you're tempted to read more, this does not seem to be a volume you're seeking. Now it's like a love story. What about this one? This weighty tome. In the year 1564 of the 6th Astral Era, the Almaja summoned Ifrit, their patron god. Accounts describe the being as a gigantic lizard-like being with a potent command of fire-aspected magics. If we consider that primal summoning as an art fueled by faith and prayer, it is unsurprising, if not expected, that the resulting deiform entity should manifest the appearance and powers with which it is attributed by its worshippers. What, then, might emerge from the Aether should one who believes in an almighty omniscience attempt the same ritual? Would the scholar himself grace us with his presence? Should other embodiment of divine sagacity? Interesting. Could this man-made god truly be all-knowing? And if it were, whence would such knowledge arise? I myself have many questions concerning the nature of the ancient world. With no spell to transport me back to the days of old, could I instead summon a being possessed of encyclopedic wisdom of every age, yet with no means to verify its pronouncements? How could one be certain they were true? Interesting. So your mind spins with possibilities, sister, and yeah, it's not the book. Interesting stuff, though. Is there one more? Okay, this should be it then. Maybe. A leather-bound log. The following pages detail an advanced method for manipulating rift-spanning apertures as devised by New Hashan, the 9th patriarch of House Damer. We present these research notes to the faculty of Charlane's studium as both a token of our friendship and an expression of our boundless admiration. You appear to have located the forbidden volume you seek. You still need to make the final confirmation. Hell yeah, let's do it. What up, I found the book. The stairs are lame. Have something you'd like to show me, do you? My apologies, I flipped open but a single book and was completely absorbed by the contents. Yeah, you would probably read every book in here. Whoops. That camera was really bad position. Well done, Real Look. I think you may have found our prize. Hell yeah, I'm the best at finding books. When you get a library card in Oxford, they make you swear an oath not to kindle any fire in the library. Really? That's interesting. I like that. That's really cool. But, hey, don't burn the library down, please.
Yes, the ether signature is unmistakable. I've felt the traces of House Damir's resonance many times at the Great Work. Time to see what all the fuss was about.
Alright, what we got? Everyone's looking at one another like, what up? We gotta learn some stuff. Oh, book. That's horrifying.
Among the ranks of the Void Sent, there exist entities with the power to call forth their brethren from beyond. The species known as Atomos, however, is uniquely prodigious in this regard. From its distended maw, it can expel an endless procession of void-born creatures. A talent which sorely tested the Radiant Host in its battles against these abominations. Surmising that the entity itself was acting as a void gate, we endeavored to capture a small specimen and subsequently examine its physiological structure. Our findings revealed that the Atomos had absorbed a planar fissure into its own flesh, which it could expand at will into a functioning gate.
Interesting. What if can we like summon one of those dudes?
Upon further analysis, we identified an ethereal wave pattern emitted during this process. A pattern we were able to emulate by passing crystal-stored ether through a specially designed prism. We proceeded to embed said prism into an arcane simulacrum, thus completing what we have dubbed our artificial Atomos.
Interesting. I can't stop thinking about how much I want to void
How could I have
mage.
been so blind to the
Like
possibilities?
as a job. That'd be so
This
cool.
species, not to mention its ability to summon void scent, has been discussed among academics for years now. Just before the advent of the 7th Umbral Calamity, we received reports of Atomos sightings from every corner of Eorzea. Surely you've at least heard the tales. And still, House Daemir went and built a mock Atomos of their very own. I'm not surprised the Archons consigned their work to a restricted archive. It was no easy task, but at last we've unearthed the volume we've been searching for.
Knowledge. You're definitely gonna open this void gate. Gonna save Vitra's sister. And fight the king of the void world.
I'd be
Whoever that
lying
was.
if I said I wasn't tempted to stay longer. See what other forbidden titles might be lurking on these shelves. Ah, but that would be abusing the very special privilege we've been granted now, wouldn't it?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Better not.
Would be cool to like research the rest of this stuff. That's something they like. Their hair looks like wigs. Like those big, poofy white wigs that like all the presidents and stuff used to wear like ages ago in America. Or in Britain too, I believe. Right? Yeah, that's why they were over here too. I don't know, that was like hundreds of years ago. Okay. As much as I would love to start crafting the Atomos, I'm afraid this is far outside my field of expertise. Fortunately, we know a Hainish alchemist who would be delighted to involve herself in our House Daemir project. Our business here is concluded for the moment. Please pass on our regards to the forum. Thank you, index page. Your message will be conveyed should you wish to indulge in more forbidden literature. I will be here. Patron mode disabled. Security mode engaged. God, they're such dorks. If anyone can help us, Nidhana can. I say return to the Thavner and look for her at the Great Work. You got it. Dude, there's so much main story quest for this. Oops, where am I going? Yeah. Oh, that's right, my brain. I forgot where that was for a second. Oh, dude, I have not teleported. Whoop. I have not teleported here in so long. Lawyers and judges still wear wigs. Really? Dude, that's really cool. That's like some fancy pants, fancy stuff. Nidhana, what up? Stoll tells me you're pursuing the most fascinating study, and that you want me to be a part of it. Hell yeah. I have no doubt you'll be interested. This research log should speak for itself. Will it now? By the sisters, this is the mark of House Daemir. I never even knew such a work existed. Yeah, we learned. You should. It was sequestered in Numenon's restricted archives, after all. It was. But that means every word within is forbidden knowledge. A forbidden tome filled with forbidden research, and put it right into my unsuspecting hand. Yep. I can hardly wait to read it. That's right. That's how it should be. Reading that knowledge. All that hype. To think the Daemir were developing such marvelous techniques so long ago. How many innovations have been lost over the centuries, I wonder? Probably a ton, dude. Now that you've glanced over the notes, what say you to helping us build a new mock Atomos? I say yes! 1,000 times yes! Alright, sounds good. Have a great day. Hope everything goes well. On Daemir project that had been the yeah, I'm just gonna let that pass. You are a woman after my own heart. Aw, adorable. Oh, I suppose I should ask, what do you mean to do with this big-mouthed simulacarium once we've built it? Use it as a portal. We're the best. So there's a secret void gate, and it's sealed in the ruins at the bottom of the bounty. Today's the day of revelations indeed. To If the purpose of our man-made Atmos is to expand this hidden portal, then I will need to see it for myself, I think. Manipulating rift-spanning apertures is not the sort of thing you want to attempt without first taking into account every single factor. Then by all means, accompany us to the vault. I plan to lead us back there shortly, once we finish gathering the components I require. Just like, I love that face. Charlian's markets provide the raw aquamarine and pure water crystals, but I may need help obtaining a small quantity of astrally infused water. For such a liquid, you need go no further than the fonts of Maya. The ascetics of old once favored the place for their meditations, and the water which pools there now is known to enliven the flow of ether. Okay, I'm gonna head over there. Sounds perfect. If you would be so kind as to fill a flask at the pool, I will petition Vitra to join us. The idea I have in mind won't amount to much without his authority to command the Void Gate. Shall I be about it then? We'll meet back here anon. Right. Oh, that's not too far. Nice little flight over there. Let's go, you know what? Let's bring Omega out. Omega! That's just zipping along. Hell yeah. Zippy, 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 zipping along. Very relaxing flight. It's just like Omega's like little background noises and stuff. It's just like, yeah, super chill. The Shroud of the Shamga. Okay, so where are we going for this? Do we have to go underwater? Can we go underwater? I think we can. So, oh, wait. First off, hold on. Nice little lookout spot here. Add that off the list. Oh, I have caps lock on. Oh, and this pops up. Oh, it's really cool now that I have these to pop up. It's awesome. I'm definitely going to go through that and like try and get the rest of them. Actually, dense pockets. Okay, what we got here? Let's fill up some water, and I'm going to drink some water. Okay. And just fly back over there. You know what? I'm feeling lazy. I'll drop the 100 gold and just go over there. Drink. Do you have that flask for me? Hell yeah, I got the flask. Boom. Yes, this should suffice. Thank you, Relook. Got you. I don't know, man. Let's go, spell speed, I guess. Shows eager to depart for the vault. Void theory. Excellent. Look who I came across. The Stanian seemed in need of diversion, and we, in turn, may have need for his lance. Right then. Now that our little party's assembled, let's make our way to the ruins. Will we need Matthew's boat again? Not this time. Once your soul informed me of our destination, I arranged for a vessel to be made ready for at Kali. Oh, nice. Your Excellency is ever the gracious host. Shall we? Let us adventure! Where are we going? Okay, down there is catch a boat. Kieran. Yeah, nice little flight over there. It is very foggy and just not like. This is definitely reflecting real world weather for me today. It is super gross and rainy out, but getting warmer, which is nice. Slowly. These crabs. There's a fake going on. I don't want to get distracted. Focus on main story quest right now. Right. What up, Radiant? The ship is yours to command. Hell yeah, let's go. Our thanks. We set sail at once. Oh, this is so exciting. Al-Zadal's legacy. To see the truth of the legend with mine own eyes. All aboard for the treasure vault. Let's go. Weaver's warding. Let's go adventure to treasure. Getting that treasure. Okay. It's probably gonna be voiced this time. Probably. Maybe. We'll see.
The ruins alone were impressive enough. But I never dreamed such a treasure lay hidden in the depths of the bounty. It may have been helpful to know this device existed, Your Excellency.
Well, he has reasons.
My apologies. The gate was a secret I shared with none but my closest advisors. I feared for what might happen should those with ill intentions learn of its existence.
Time for sciencey magic
What is
stuff.
it you're doing now?
There's something I wish to verify. The NOAA reports claim that a short stint into the void carries little risk of etheric imbalance. Should one suffer an injury, however, or if one's expedition drags on longer than intended, that risk becomes significantly greater. Graha theorized that a warding scale would confer protection from the void's corrupting influence. But I would prefer to test that hypothesis before we set foot in the 13th ourselves.
Probably smart to test it out. I agree with that 100%.
This is an experiment of sorts.
Yes, an experiment. Tell me, how would you go about testing the efficacy of the warding scale?
I love how glowy it is here. It's like super shiny. I love that. Might as well go myself. Say nothing and look meaningfully at a steady. You know what? I'll go in. I don't care. Let me test it out.
And how would you do that? The gate is still too small for any of us to pass through.
Shut up.
Estinian is correct.
Don't call
which
me
is
out.
why I've elected to send a familiar in our stead.
I knew it was too small. Shut up. Oh, is it gonna be one of those pig dudes?
Now, a lowly imp can navigate a fissure,
Oh.
no matter how
Oh,
narrow,
she's summoning an imp? Yo.
which means an arcane entity of similar stature should
Oh.
be able to manage
Wait,
the
what's she
same.
summoning? I got real excited for a second. Because I really want a Void Mage to be a thing.
I hadn't wanted it to come to this, but no other familiars will do, I'm afraid.
Actually, it's a really cool pose. I gotta take more screenshots of this stuff.
I mislike the sound of that. What manner of fiend does she mean to summon?
This is an imp Orton quest. I love it.
From ocean rise and cloudbank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born.
Bro, what is she doing right now? What are you doing, man?
Water, froth and foam!
What? Why'd you sound like a really giddy at the end there? Bro, what? What is this? What? What?
Ready your arms. I fear she's been possessed.
Accurate.
Oh, come now. That was adorable.
No. Even Reach was like, bro, what? That's why she didn't want to do it. Oh, these little dudes. Okay, I like these dudes. And now she's embarrassed. For fair reasons. Aw.
Though not my first choice. These familiars I conceived of as a child have the best chance of fitting through the gate.
Gotcha.
I only wish my younger self had considered a more dignified ending to the creation ritual. In any case, these two should serve as well.
I love that they're playing the
This one
that dungeon
will bear
music
a
now.
warding scale.
Okay.
And when they return from the 13th, we can observe how the talisman, or absence thereof, has affected the progress of the Void's corruption. If I could impose upon you to open the gate, Your Excellency?
Ah, yes, of course.
We should also be wary of void scent slipping through while we conduct our experiment. Estinian, you are to keep Nidana safe from harm.
As you say.
You had best be on your guard as well.
Always. Exactly. See, I can't not do it. I can't not be sarcastic. Froth and foam. I'm gonna get murdered by her, dude, I swear.
Oh, are you volunteering to join the Nixies? I could shrink you down, you know.
Yeah. She probably could.
Let us begin, shall we?
I really never expected to do so much with, like, the void stuff. I wasn't expecting this one. It's like, yeah, you're gonna adventure.
Nixies, into the void.
Like, be gone with you. I love these little dudes. I want one as a minion. Always such a cool theme. I love it. Alright, cool. Let's see if they actually come out. Fingers crossed it actually works. I have a feeling it will. So we can go on an adventure somewhere. Just waiting, excited. She's like really excited about it, or nervous, or both. It's a badass shot.
I think we've waited long enough.
I always forget to take screenshots when I watch cutscenes and whatnot. I gotta do it more often.
Nixies, return to my side.
Do they look super void and evil? No, they look fine. Well, one does. The other one does not look that well. Oh, she only put the scale in one of them. So the one with the scale is fine. The other one is slowly dying.
Thank you, little one. You did well.
The poor thing. Its essence has been irrevocably warped.
Oh, so it's like dead. That poor little dude. Oh. Yeah, that's horrifying. Well, something wants to get through.
We're out of time. I must reseal the void gate.
Don't worry, we'll fight whatever comes through. Punch it right in the face. I think we're gonna have to fight something, actually. Yeah. Oh! Well, they're horrifying. Let's blast them away.
In the name of Alzadal III, I bar this door unto the void.
Nice. Alright, got locked up. We were about to square up against that army of little impies.
Well, that was a sharp lesson in the dangers of void gates.
A little bit of dangerous. Dangerous. Feel bad for that little dude. He's dead.
And what of our experiment? I'd say the results speak for themselves.
Can you, like, dismiss him already? Because he's, like,
Unprotected Nixie
slowly
has
dying.
suffered extensive etheric corruption. As Nidana observed, it's well on its way to becoming a void scent. The one merged with the talisman, however, appears unaffected. I sense no changes to its equilibrium. Rest now, little ones.
Aw. Oh, she cares about them so much. froth and foam. That's the funniest thing, dude. That's amazing.
Graha's theory was correct then.
Graha is pretty damn smart.
So it would seem. But while our second familiar was untouched by void energies, the talisman itself shows signs of degradation.
Ah, okay.
It was, of course, originally designed to shield the soul from primal tempering. It stands to reason that etheric corruption of a different sort would affect it differently.
Do we have to, like, upgrade it or something?
We may need to modify the warding scale's design to account for the 13th's uniquely unstable ether.
You've said much of the Void's instability, but my imagination fails me. What manner of place is this broken world?
This stadium would actually have fun there. Lots of stuff to fight.
Ah, my apologies. I forget that not all of us spend our days sequestered in dusty archives.
Yeah, hopefully not.
The 13th
Still winning,
is
always
a reflection
winning.
of the source that was drowned in a flood of darkness. In Emmett Selk's own words, this tragedy was a result of the Ascians' attempts to force a rejoining. They erred in their haste, and made of that world a useless void. You remember Una Kalhai, the unusual child we met during our troubles with the Warring Triad. He explained the fate of the 13th thus. The champions of that ill-fated world used the stone known as Auracite to contain the power of primals. But those self-same heroes were gradually corrupted by the Auracite's bleeding energies, transforming into fiends with an endless hunger for ether. By the time anyone thought to oppose them, Light's strength had grown too feeble, and the balance of the 13th tipped into eternal darkness.
That's just science. Straight up science.
And what of your own experience?
Science.
Will you tell us of what you observed during Noah's expedition?
I don't know, it was a while ago. Alright, I'm glad I don't have to, like, click anything, because I'm like, I don't remember, dude. I remember slightly. But not the specifics. It was so long ago. Like, a year ago.
I can picture it now.
Almost.
The sunless, Stygian expanse, infested with legions of ether-starved monstrosities. A void in every sense of the word.
Me start a fire somewhere? Yes, I did.
What you have described in such
I'm not allowed in the
lurid
Oxford
detail
Library
is
anymore.
exactly why I hesitate to encourage you.
Worry not, great Vritra. Our journey into the 13th is but the first leg of a longer voyage.
Yeah, we have so many worlds to go explore.
A voyage that shall lead us to other reflections, to new mysteries and discoveries. And I mean to be there every step of the way.
She's so excited of all this, like, learning and, you know, experimenting and stuff. I love it.
But first, I must focus on refining the warding talisman.
Then I can begin work on constructing an artificial Atomos.
I'm assuming this is where
Or
the
I
MSQ
could
will
if
end
I
for
had
now.
relevant manuals to hand. Might I be so bold as to request access to the Satrap's family archives?
Because everybody's got, like, stuff to work on, so I'm assuming they'll be working on that until the next MSQ update. And Vitra is still, like,
Your Excellency?
really down about all this.
Oh, yes. That can be arranged. I will speak to my officials upon our return.
You don't need a second Alexandria? No, we don't. Very true.
We will see you back in the city then.
Really missed the trick there, Alexandria. Okay. Void theory is done. Bum, bum, dum, bum, bum, bum. Loading. Main scenario quest, question marks. Satrap's duty. Do I get 10? Oh, it's still 9s. Shall ponders the next stage of your preparations to enter the void. Once Nidhana succeeds in replicating the Mach Atomos, the door into the 13th will be ours to open. Nice. Will you be crossing the threshold alongside us? I realize this is more my endeavor than yours. To be honest, I have no interest in visiting the Void myself. But you want to fight stuff? Might we discuss this later? There's something I must do first. Oh, okay. Later, bro. He's probably gonna go help out that kid. Because he's a good dude. Why does everyone insist on being so secretive? I at least had good reason for not wanting to explain my Nixie ritual. Shall we proceed with our other preparations then? As we saw, the warding scale can be effective at protecting the bearer from other sources of etheric corruption. Nevertheless, the talisman's durability would need to be improved as to withstand the Void's influence for a prolonged length of time. And I think that is a problem we can address without involving the brilliant but busy alchemists who created it. Who do we know who excels at this kind of structural augmentation? Oh, our boy Sid. I forgot all about them. Good old friends at Garland Ironworks. I just want to hang out with them. As I recall, Sid himself is no stranger to the Void and its volatile energies. With his experienced hand at the helm, I have every confidence that the Ironworks strengthen the warding scale. Hell yeah. Come, let us visit their operation in Ralgar's Reach and commission their best and brightest. Man, this is really taking you like all over the place. Now we get to go Ralgar's Reach. Oh, it instantly took us there. Look at that, nice and easy. Don't even have to teleport here. Hell yeah. I'm still waiting for whoever gives me the start of the Bajin quest to like spawn here or whatever. But I think I still have to unlock more of Doma. Junior Ironworks Engineer. Real look, what brings you to Ironworks? We have a commission for you and your president, actually, assuming he's available. Master Sid? Certainly, I'll see if he has a moment free. Oh, Nero will probably be interested too, because, you know, Nero had such a good experience in the Void. Oops. Sid, what up, my dude? I love Sid so much. He's such a cool guy. Pleasure as always. I hear you have a job for us. A very special one. Heading into the Void to find a lost dragon. That sounds almost pedestrian compared to your last adventure. Honestly, I don't know if you could say anything that would surprise me after Meteon in that bloody mess. Yeah. That kind of tops it, dude. We're going low-key now. Alright, let's take a look at this talisman of yours. You said there were signs of degradation. Degradation. Words are hard. It seems some manner of corrosion is setting around a scratch on the surface. Much as the Void's corruption seeped into Nero through his wounds, in which case our best bet may be to simply prevent the scale from being damaged in the first place. That's interesting, that there's like a little nick on it, or like a scratch, and that's what got it. How might we achieve that? We have a coating agent for strengthening trinkets and like, but I'd beware of applying any compound which might upset the scale's delicate alchemical balance. Far safer to dress it in armor. We'll construct a protective casing, one utilizing metal alloys with high ethereal conductivity so as not to impede the talisman's primary function. A suit of armor, as you said. Nero has compiled data on the 13th, so I'll have him pitch in with the design just to be sure. If only it weren't such an ordeal to convince him to follow our safety protocols. I swear I've never had such a reckless employee. In any case, we may need some time to untangle the particulars. Understandable. We know how busy your schedule is, and the final result will doubtless be worth the wait. Ha! The hard part will be ducking Jessie and her constant barrage of demands while we sneak about doing the fun stuff. Nice. We'll see what we can do. I love it. Jessie's the one who keeps everything together there. I think we can leave the rest in Sid's capable hands. Let's return to great work and see how Nidhana is getting on with the Mach Atomos. Alright, let's go. Alright. It's a great work. Boom. Let's travel. I'm almost 2 million gil. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Ah, now it's nice and bright here. Hell yeah. Love when the sun's out in this area. It's so colorful. Like, I love that the grass is like different colors. It's got the purples in there. It's really neat. Oops, almost. Wait. Oh, it did flow too. She's in the building. Whoopsies. There we go. I was like ready to just go. Idana, what's up?
Ah, hey, Stola. The adjustments are going well, I hope?
'Tis a lengthy process, but the end is in sight, yes.
That's wonderful news. I myself had some good fortune searching through the Satrap's private records. What I found was a transaction log dated around the same period as when Al-Zadal's legacy was built. It included a purchase list of highly exclusive alchemical components. And I knew I'd discovered the key to making the artificial atomos.
Hell yeah, more science. There's so much like knowledge going around this time.
Crucible to commission the materials. After I'd explained my requirements, I was beset by volunteers insisting I allow them to help with the entire project.
Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait to unlock their tribe quest.
Forcing open a void gate is to run for the hills. Harnish academics certainly are a different breed.
The alchemists of old were cut from a similar cloth. The unknown held no fear for them. Indeed, they were ever eager to seek new knowledge, regardless of the danger.
And were you not also fearless, heedless even, in your determination?
My sire entered his dormancy before I was hatched. And so it was Ashdaya who kept my eggs safe and warm. It created a bond between us. Even long after I learned to fend for myself, I rarely strayed from her side. She was my guardian, my sister, my dear companion. And not a single day passes that I do not mourn her absence. No matter how deep the darkness, I would not surrender my search. I promised myself the time would come when we would once more take to the skies together.
Yeah, we'll definitely find her in there.
But
You have to. I feel really bad.
The Radiant Host is here to serve, Your Excellency.
Nabdeen.
They're
What
probably
is
gonna
this
be like,
about?
dude, focus on finding your sister. We got you.
Celestinian told us of your predicament.
Celestinian being a bro again.
For centuries, you have protected Rads at Han, never showing your true self, hiding behind a curtain and living only in service to the people. Your dedication meant more to us than your deceit, and so did we accept you as our rightful ruler. After all that you have sacrificed for this nation, did you imagine we would begrudge you your heart's desire?
Aw.
We survived the final days. We are a strong and proud people. We, the Radiant Host, will keep Thavnair safe in your absence.
I am grateful for your loyalty and for your encouragement. And yet,
Now you listen to me, Varshan.
Hell yeah. I love how, like, intense they're getting.
You are wearing that face, after all. As I have told you before, you are a little brother to us all. And if you are family, then so too is your sister. We are there for you if you need us. But do not ask us to sit by and watch while you abandon a sibling you have ached to rescue for millennia.
We will succeed in opening the way. It is only a matter of time. All you need do is prepare to step through to the other side.
That's so cool that everybody's like, got his back. So many more people too, and then Stinny rolls in with the kids. Of course, Stinny is being a bro, taking care of
Your
them.
Excellency,
Whoop.
I wanted to thank you for building the orphanage. It means so much that my sister and I will have a place to be together, safe and happy. And I hope that you and your sister can be together again too.
Stinian's such a good dude. Like, my man's heart is so big. To protect them well, you must take heart.
Take heart and protect them well. Such were the words I once said to you. And here I stand, failing to live up to them. If my heart is torn, I am fit to protect neither Ajdaya nor Radzatan. My people, I have come to a decision. Vashan will depart Thavne for a time. My dragon self will remain in the palace, but only to conduct the Satrap's most essential duties. While I am focused on controlling this vessel, there may be matters that escape my attention. I rely on you, my trusted friends, to watch over one another until I return.
Take care and fair fortune, little brother.
Aw.
Many tears would be shed should you come to harm.
I would not dare make you cry.
Such a good leader and like such a good squad. Like, that's how you know that. That's how you know you're a good leader. Like, you got everybody coming to get your back while you gotta do stuff. That's like God's goal. Love it. I wasn't expecting to get emotional over all that stuff, but it's like, it's just, man, it means the world when people go like that far for others. You surprised me, Estinian. For a lone wolf, you've shown an unusual degree of, shall we say, involvement in helping Vitra reach this conclusion. 'Twas for the greater good. The worm's thundering sighs were keeping its citizens awake at night, and at travelers believing the palace racked by some unnatural storm. Oh, that took a while? What of your own answer, then? You seem disinclined to venture into the void. When I was one with Nidhogg, his vengeful thoughts were my thoughts, his endless rage my rage, and the soul-chilling grief he nursed for Radatasker's death. I would not wish such agony upon a foe, let alone a friend and ally. If there is a chance we can spare Vitra that pain, then I will follow you. An unusual crew we have here. Let's go with, oh man, what should we do? Any other former scions we should call on? Rather not bother our comrades with aught less than a dire threat to the star. We four should be sufficient for our purpose. Now, on to specifics. Unlike the first, where the flood of light was halted before its devastation was complete, the 13th has been utterly subsumed by darkness. My plan as such is to explore the void in stages, withdrawing to safety after each brief foray. It would be more convenient had we had some manner of base camp near to the gate itself. One of the palace chambers should serve. Come, let's reconvene outside Megaduda. Megaduda. Megaduty. Doody doody. Hey. Whoops. Where's this at? Oh, okay. That's right. Yeah. Let's travel up there. Damn, this is like a solid 5 hours of story quest they added. Well, granted, it's probably taking slightly longer than I'm reading everything, but still, that's a lot of content. Okay, let's travel up there. Turn this last quest. I'm assuming this is the last one. It seems like this is wrapping like this portion of the quest line up. What's up, for Sean? Oh, whenever I see somebody with that mask, it reminds me of Link from Breath of the Wild. And so we will require suitable accommodations. Might we make something available for our guests? All the chambers are presently hosting great mounds of treasure we carried out of the vault. Once the Foundation's activities begin in earnest, however, we can redistribute the trove and make a room or two ready for habitation. Oh yeah. Good. Please inform me when you've completed the arrangements. What's the matter? What's going on? Yes, please lurk for a bit to avoid spoilers. Actually, I think I'm like right at the end of it. So, shouldn't be too bad. As you heard, whatever. As always, you were most gracious, Your Excellency. You risk yourselves to aid me in my search for Azdaja. Providing comfortable quarters is the least I can do. I only wish we knew more about our destination. The gods only know how long our explorations might possibly take, or what our chances of success might possibly be. Succeed or fail, I am grateful for you for convincing me to make the attempt. On that note, I will turn to great work and lend what help I can to Nidhana. If you have preparations to make our venture into the 13th, now is the time. Oh, I have a lot of preparations to make. I got a lot of stuff to do. All I need is my armor and my lance. Perhaps I'll train with the Radiant Host to pass the time before we depart. Dude, Simeon's such a pro. God, such a badass. Love him. You know what this means to me, Rioluk, but my purpose need not consume you as well. We are headed to another world. Find what joy you can in the experience. If you are a traveler, an adventurer at heart, this I know. I love that, like, the sun is setting in the background. That's actually really neat. That was, like, the perfect timing for that. I'm just gonna grab whichever critical hit. Let's go with critical. I think, oh, cutscene. Ooh. Meanwhile, in the 13th, with the evil stuff. Evil! Oh, is this a different person? This is a different glowy thing. Shut up. Shut up. No. Yo. I swear, is that? No. 100% that is Xenos right now. 100% that is. That's absolutely Xenos in the 13th. Why is he there? No, shut up. Like, no, it's gonna tease us. It's not gonna show it, is it? He's got a... His arm's the same as Xenos's was when he, like, went into his void form. That's horrifying. Terrifying.
And thus I am returned.
That's gotta be Xenos, though. Like, there's no way. There's no way that's not Xenos.
To this world, bereft of saviors.
I want that outfit, I want that sight for when I'm a Reaper so badly. Nah, 100% that's gotta be Xenos, though. 100%. One, I want to fight him again, and two, I want to, like, fight by his side again, because that was really fun. Let paths unwalked, adventures spur, pulses quicken, spirits stir. Alright, we found adventure! And that's the end of the main story quest that they added for today. So, damn. Well, hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, appreciate it. Really fun. If you would, you know, follow, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. For a lot of Final Fantasy stuff and just gaming stuff in general, and my exquisitely amazing humor. So until next time,